Hey everybody, it's your girl Neil and welcome to Simply Nail's Tiny Studio. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here. I really appreciate it. I'm still working on renovating the Tiny Studio, so very soon you'll see a new backdrop here. And I have a portrait, a painting that I'm going to put back here, so I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. You know how it is. It'll get done. It's getting done. But thank you so much for tuning in. Here in the tiny studio, what happens? Well, I talk about all things crochet. I talk about all things vintage coach, all things dreadlock love. That's what we do here in the tiny studio. Along with other things, we have our weekly book club where we're reading through Prince Harry's book, Spare. hmm We are also, well, Ginger Duggar wrote a memoir as well. So we've been reading her, but let me know if you want to, if that's your type of thing and you want me to continue reading from her memoir. Let me know in the comment section if you are interested in that type of thing. Also, we get into a lot of royal news and gossip since we are reading Prince Harry's Spare, right? So, do I have some royal gossip for you today? Yes, I do. And as with anything that's gossip, commentary, or rumors about real life people, remember this is all alleged because I don't know these people. I don't know these people. They don't know me. But in these YouTube streets, people are getting sued left and right, or you get it. And so what I do here is whatever information that I find, I give you the source or the reference point so that you can look it up for yourself. Because guess what? Nell don't want no smoke. No, I do not. So today's royal news and gossip is you know that the coronation is less than 2 months away. The coronation is, I want to say, early May. I did have the date somewhere around here on my YouTube channel. I actually give you the date of the coronation. But the coronation is going to last for 3 days. I think it's May 4th through the 6th. Don't quote me on that, but I really think it is. So it's a whole weekend celebration for the celebration of the coronation of King Charles and Queen Camilla. What is her last name? I know she's not going by the Parker Bowles thing anymore, but I'm guessing that she is at Windsor now. That she's married uh, King Charles. So anyhow, it's going to be a whole coronation weekend. So part of the festivities for the coronation weekend is supposed to be this giant concert that's supposed to happen, I think, on Sunday, because Monday is going to be the day where, if you want to perform charitable acts, then you're supposed to do that in celebration of King Charles. So that's going to be, I believe, on Monday. But on Sunday, somewhere in there, the weekend, there's supposed to be a big concert. And here's the issue with the concert. Buckingham Palace is having a hard time finding stars that are willing to perform at this coronation concert. And I really found that to be incredibly interesting because, right off the cuff, I can think of 3, 4, 5 stars who are from the UK that I would have thought would be more than, would be honored to be asked to perform, at the king's coronation. But apparently that is not the case. I'm going to read to you a snippet of the article that you can find at rollingstone.com. Adele.com. So check this out. It reads, the group, well, it goes into talking about how back in 1997, when the Spice Girls met then Prince Charles, how there was this picture that circulated of Jerry Halliwell or Ginger Spice giving Prince Charles a kiss on the cheeks. You guys remember that? That was like a big picture back then. But now it says the Spice Girls. The Spice Girls, the group, is among a number of British pop artists who have turned down the opportunity to play at his coronation in May. And then he goes on to tell us that Adele, Harry Styles, Robbie Williams, and Elton John were also reportedly asked to play and refused the offer. When Rolling Stone asked why, the teams for all those artists declined to comment, except Elton John's, who confirmed he was asked but couldn't play due to scheduling issues. Musicians used to practically line up outside the palace to perform at any major royal event, but that has changed. The public is left wondering, will any major star agree to play King Charles III's coronation? Now, I do believe that Lionel Richie has agreed to perform at the coronation, but the Spice Girls turned him down. And I read somewhere else that the Spice Girls claimed that they had a scheduling conflict going on as well. Elton John said he had a scheduling conflict. I don't think Adele said anything. And I do believe Harry Styles said somewhere, his publicist said that he has something going on as well. So let's just count it off. So Elton John, that's a no. Adele, that's a no. Harry Styles, that's a no. That's 3 of your biggest UK musicians that have turned King Charles down. Then add to that Robbie Williams. He's a huge UK star as well. So that's 4. 4 of these, the biggest UK stars. Also, they happen to be the biggest stars in the world, are now saying that they are not, or listen, they have some type of scheduling conflict. They just cannot seem to get out of it to perform at the King's coronation concert. What you think that's all about? I mean, usually when you have events like this, everyone, wants to be invited to perform, right? Didn't Elton John perform at the Queen's last Jubilee? I think he did. If I'm sure, Diana Ross was there. A lot of stars came out to celebrate the Queen, and this was what, a year ago, maybe? I think so, maybe a year or so ago. So to go from that situation to now it's time for King Charles to be, officially coronated as king and Camilla as queen. I mean, you can't get Sir Elton John? Sir Elton John has said that he has a scheduling conflict. What you think that's all about? Well, let's get into it. And this part of the conversation, this is all alleged and assumption, because remember, Neil don't know these people. So listen, here is the thing. There are several reasons, in my opinion, that the top stars in the world, especially the top UK stars, here are the reasons why they could possibly be turning this once in a lifetime event down. And let's just face it, Sir Elton John, wasn't he a friend of Princess Di's? That was Princess Diana's one of her closest friends. So for King Charles to even ask Sir Elton John, I would not have even bothered. I mean, come on. No, definitely not. I mean, King Charles will go on to um, remake Candle in the Wind, the song. He remade it or rewrote it for Princess Diana when she passed away. I believe he sung it at her funeral. And all of that stuff that went on between uh, Diana, Charles, and Camilla. I mean, come on. Do you really think that Elton John will perform at the at the King's coronation? I think not. I don't know who had it in their mind to ask Elton John to, perform. And let's just say this. Maybe there is a scheduling conflict right there. But who would not drop everything to go and perform for the king? Right? Right. So something else is there. And then when you think about the other performers, you think about the Spice Girls, you think about Harry Styles, you think about Robbie Williams. Those are some of your biggest pop stars in the UK, in the world, in Europe, per se. I mean, Adele? You can't get Adele? Why? Why? Now, there's some speculation that the reason that a lot of these performers are not, are, saying that they have scheduling conflicts right around this time, it's because of the negativity that has been surrounding the royal family in Buckingham Palace. You have, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle, who came out with their first it was an interview with Oprah, and then their Netflix documentary. After that, you have Prince Harry's book. Those are three things that happened that really put Buckingham Palace and the royal family in very, very negative light. Then you have Prince Andrew. Yes, you have Prince Andrew. That is a whole situation onto itself. You have him and this thing, the scandal that's going, they went on with him and Jeffrey Epstein and Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, assistant, Jillian Maxwell. You have all that stuff going on. Those were SA allegations that was going around, and a picture of Prince Andrew with underage young woman. You have all of that going on as that went on as well. They helped to place the royal family and Buckingham Palace in a very, very negative light. Very, very negative light. But has any of that to do with, King Charles and Camilla? Well, maybe some of these pop stars do not want to be affiliated with any of the Buckingham Palace's drama. Maybe that's part of the situation as well. Maybe they don't want any of the negativity, any of that to taint what they are, what they are trying to build as far as their careers and things of that nature. I guess. I don't know. But I do know that a lot of people in the UK are just not happy with the situation of King Charles and Queen Camilla, because we all know what went down right there. I mean, we don't have to get into it, do we? We remember the situation. Who can forget Princess Diana on TV talking about there were 3 people in her marriage, and one of those people was not God. 3 people in her marriage. Who can ever forget that? And now the side chick is queen. Princess Diana is deceased, and now the side chick becomes queen. I mean, what is this? The Twilight Zone? In what reality does the side chick have such a comeuppance? I mean, that's what we're talking about here. And maybe this is the reason. We don't know. I don't know. But maybe this is the reason why Sir Elton John is not performing. Maybe that's why there is a conflict in scheduling as far as his tour and the coronation. Because trust me, if that was Lady Diana, Princess Diana, getting ready to be coronated officially as queen, man, everybody and his mother will be trying to get in or try to get themselves an invite to be able to perform as a coronation. Let's just be honest. I don't think that King Charles is going to be a popular king, and he definitely, Queen Camilla, is not going to be a popular queen. They're just not. I think that the UK has accepted them because, I mean, what are you going to do? This is the woman that he obviously has loved all of his adult life. So what can you do about that? It was just really unfortunate that he wasn't allowed to marry her. It was unfortunate and sad that they duped Princess Diana into a situation that she had blindfolds on and had no clue as to what the real deal was until it was really too late. I mean, it's a really screwed up situation all the way around. But this is what's going on right now. Now, like I said, I know Lionel Richie is accepted the invitation to perform, and I can't remember. It's some others who are planning to perform, but the biggest stars, your biggest stars in the UK, have turned the king down. And I don't want to say that these performers, these artists who have turned the invitation to perform at the coronation down, I don't want to say that they're being self-righteous because, it's not like any of us can say that we found ourselves in sticky, crazy situations that wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? We can all say that. We have been places where we would rather not, say publicly out loud, and that we've all been guilty of some, of doing some trashy stuff. But this right here, King Charles and Queen Camilla, this situation right here, I mean, we can't really forget the past, and maybe this is Princess Diana's shadow over the whole event. What you guys think about that? Perhaps it is. And perhaps a lot of people are being loyal to Princess Diana. And yes, she has been gone for 25 years, 26 years? Yes, she's been gone that long from the scene. But people do not forget. It's too many of us on this planet who remembers Princess Diana. We haven't forgotten. I really do think, in my opinion, that's the reason why Elton John will not be performing as of now because of scheduling conflicts. But as usual, we're only 2.5 months away from the coronation, so maybe things will change. Maybe people will be able to finagle it where they can you know. Oh, guess what? I can perform. I mean, it's not like the Spice Girls are on tour, right? No. So we will find out, won't we? I'm sure it's not like um the casino uh that Adele is performing at right now. I'm sure it's not like they cannot accompany her as she go, fly to uh the UK for the coronation. I'm sure that that wouldn't be a problem. I mean, if anything, they could film her, what they call that, where they could televise her performance to the UK while she's at, in Vegas. I mean, there is what they call it, simulcast or something like that. They can do that as well if Adele agreed, but she hasn't. So what does that tell you? Well, America has a fascination with the royal family, so maybe Lionel Richie won't be the only American artist to perform at the coronation. Maybe there are some other acts here in the US that will be glad to perform at the coronation. Will see it as an honor. Will see it as, some type of a star on their career resume. I don't know. But that's what's happening right now. That's what's going on. That is some royalty, some little gossip for you today from me, Nail, here in the tiny studio. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, you can look up or reference the material that I got this information from today. You can go to two places because I read it in two different places. You can go to Fox News Digital, or you can go to rollingstone.com. Fox News Digital is just foxnews.com. So go ahead and check it out because your girl don't want any smoke. I love money. I don't like giving money away. Not for being dumb, okay? No, not me. So thank you so much for hanging out with me in the tiny studio. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so because I have some more royal news and royal gossip coming up here on Simply Nails Tiny Studio. Thank you so much for supporting me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.